There we are. We know what we're doing.
I
Actually, I don't have a clue.
Yeah.
Jason's
It's been
got it
so
all
long,
figured out.
man. It's crazy.
Well,
isn't it?
you'd think by now I had it all figured out, and then the boy comes back and changes everything.
Yep.
Dad, you're doing this.
But I gotta say, I like that
Right.
intro. It's kind of poppy.
Have you watched it yet?
I have.
You went back. What'd you think?
I like it.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's colorful.
Yeah, 100%. I like it more every time I watch it.
Strength, right. Strength in numbers, though. That's the hashtag that you want to be checking out to support your Sarnia Sting on Facebook, Twitter. Don't forget to check them out on YouTube and Instagram, and their TikTok is pretty cool as well. I have a hard time keeping up. Welcome, everybody. We're back here at the Progressive Auto Sales PASA.
Arena. You pass it.
Pass it on.
To pass it.
PASA. Wow. I told you before the
pasa,
camera
mi
started
amigo.
that I'm having a hard time being here, only because, don't get me wrong, I love the Sarnia Sting and what I get to do, but it is friggin' so beautiful outside.
It is gorgeous out
like
there, 100%.
motorcycle and cool car.
It's hardly
comes to
hockey
mind.
weather.
I
Is
know.
really what we're saying, right?
We had 4,200 people here last time at the home opener.
I know. What amazing
Actually,
night.
minus two, I think. It was 3,198,
Yep.
which is actually the most they've had at a home opener since, I believe, 2011. So
And
that
it was,
just goes to show you.
And it was a barn burner of a game. That's
Well,
for dang sure.
but it really shows you the momentum that has taken over, Jay, from last year.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
People have been, I don't know, everywhere I went through the summer, it's like, what do you think's going to happen now? And the buzz, pun intended, is still going on out there.
Oh, for sure.
And tonight, to add to everything else, you can see we're wearing the jerseys. It's Lambton College is in the house, so it's Defend the Den night. And you got your esports jersey on.
Yes, I do. Well, and I got this one quite some time ago, which was awesome. But, I have a Lambton College one as well.
Yeah.
I mean, how could I not get it? I'm a three-time alumnus.
You've got them all,
right?
I think.
Yeah.
3 times.
Three
I don't know if
times I
that's
went
good.
to Lambton College.
Is it good that you had to graduate 3 times?
Well, 3 different programs.
Yes, I know.
It is.
I
It was
know.
awesome.
I heard somebody else say, I'm a 4-time graduate. And I'm like, I don't know how that sounds. Did it take you 4 times? No, I get it.
I'd be a permanent student if I could.
You would have got that in 2019 because that
Yes.
was the first year of the program. I'm privileged to teach one of the classes in that program, the live streaming portion.
Absolutely.
And then they come out with these. And I pretty much, the first year they had these, I pretty much got attacked from 2 different directions. One, apparently I wasn't supposed to wear it the night that I did. I got a pre-sale.
Oh, nice.
And everybody's like, that's not till next week. I'm just like, nobody didn't get the memo.
I got them the first day they were on sale. I got the Sting one that Jay's wearing.
Yeah, Jay's got that.
The Sting on the front.
Come on in here, Jay. You can show that off for just a second.
There you
There's
go.
the boy.
You see
He's got
Sting
the
on the
Sting.
front, yeah.
There you go. Stand here. He's going to be talking in front of the camera one day.
Absolutely.
No, I'm not. He's
Yeah, no, he's not.
I like being over here out of the way.
I can tell you,
telling
Jay,
Dad
it
what
ain't
to
that
do.
hard, man.
Yeah. Well, it depends who's standing beside you.
Well, yeah, good point.
Right.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, these are really cool. And they've got them here tonight. They're $20 off the regular price.
Nice.
Don't ask me what that price is, but it's really good. So I got attacked by the fans, too. It's like I was the only guy walking around the whole place with one on because I didn't know I wasn't supposed to wear it that night.
It's awesome.
Great coming out of the gate here. Home opener, especially against another rival team, Windsor, 8-2.
Absolutely.
That was an almost perfect game, I call it.
Well, it was pretty close. I mean, with the exception of the fact that we gave up the first goal to Windsor.
Yeah, but let's talk about
then
that.
we came back and hammered on them.
And Nick Strziczka, I can never get it right. Sorry, Nick. It didn't bother him at all.
No, he was second star of the game, and he earned it. He earned it. He just did a fantastic job. He made some key saves, and I think it was significant in demoralizing the Spits.
Right.
Absolutely.
I think they thought, well, there we got him, and okay, here we go. And honestly, there had to be a sense of the fans are going, ugh.
Yeah.
And then. Oh.
Well, and there was that one goal that we thought was a goal, and it got called back, and whatever. But they rolled with the punches that night. They rolled with the punches that night, and they brought an intensity that I haven't seen on this team in a while. So, it was exciting.
Well, we were talking about how we would hope they would come out of the gate like a number 1 horse there, and they certainly did that night. But then they would go Saturday night to Saginaw, and 2-1 loss there, and it felt like they just couldn't get past that first goal no matter.
No.
Saginaw seems to, for years, had our number.
Well, and it's true, Dave. I mean, I can't tell you how many Saginaw, and I've even been in Saginaw to see a game. And, they're an aggressive team, and that's been their style of hockey for as long as I can remember. And for some reason, the Stings seem to really get a little bit rattled against teams that play like that. The Knights, Saginaw, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But, I was just a little surprised, honestly, because given the intensity of the home opener and the style of play and that, we didn't shy down from anything. We gave it as much as we got it. I was expecting to see something fairly similar. And I just felt the game was a little flat. And I don't know if that's just, a lot of hockey, a lot of practice, a lot of anything. But
let's talk about that whole, so when we play Saginaw, and everybody knows in the OHL, and even those players who are out there right now hoping to be in the OHL someday, they already know the London Sarnia thing, Windsor Sarnia thing, and the Saginaw, maybe Flint's in there too.
But
as
the divisional rivals.
Yeah, but as new players go away, you'd think the new players coming in would go, it doesn't mean anything to me.
But some of the coaching is still the same. I mean, on the Saginaw bench, you got Chris Lazary, who's former Sting coach, right?
Yeah.
And
I guess. Well, the OHL does talk to each other.
And you know what? I mean, let's not put too fine a point on it. Hunter has its own style of hockey.
Oh, 100%.
Hunter hockey is live and well and living in London. And,
off to a rough start preseason, though.
Sure.
But that really doesn't mean anything, does it?
But we swung one with them, right?
We
3-2, 3-2.
We didn't think much of them at the end of the last season. I don't think.
No, that's true.
I mean, wow, we were going, especially, I know we talked about it before, but when that goalie thing happened with them, we thought, wow, we got him.
Brochu went down and Bowen came
in.
And that was,
holy crap, was everybody in the world wrong?
Yeah, well, Bowen was, Zach Bowen was standing on his head.
And he's a great goalie.
He's a great goalie. He stepped up. And, we're seeing a similar thing here. I mean, we've had the luxury of Ben Gaudreau for, a year and a half, 2 years now. And again, looks like we may have him back again this season.
Yeah.
We'll see how that turns out. But let me tell you, Nick Surzika, as our number 2 goalie, there's a rivalry there now because I think, honestly, he's going to get some play time.
Well, he's starting again tonight.
Perfect.
Right? And
I think deservedly so.
I think so, too. He even said it post-game production there. It was, I forget exactly how it was asked, but he even said, I'm hoping to be number 1.
Yeah.
he's going for it, right?
I don't know if you caught any of the radio news today, but they were talking very much about Tyson Doucette.
Yes.
Today. What a phenomenal player.
Deservedly so.
Really jumped up his game this year, and
taken some hits hard already too.
Absolutely.
I know he was having trouble with his eye.
Yep. And Coach Letang said lots of really super great things about him. I've had my eye on Tyson Doucette. I knew last year he was going to have a good year coming up. And this just might be it.
I know you said at the end of last season, you're like, I hope coming forward we still see him. And you made the statement that there's more great things to come from him.
I believe that's true.
Well, let's 100%. See who's starting. Doucette, Filak, and Villanis.
Oh, my goodness. That's a powerful line. That's a powerful line right there.
Yeah, and then we'll see LeBlanc, Sikic, and Kuchenberg, a.k.a. they're calling him Cucumber. Come on,
Kuchenberg, absolutely. And that's another.
Yet to be seen, maybe.
That shows us that we've got some real depth to our team because that's 2 great lines that are both very capable of scoring goals, very strong offensively.
Brownway and Moses, another line.
That's another good line. We've got some decent stuff. Brown's, he's got a little bit to come up, I think, still. But just a young guy, which is great. But Cooper Way and Dalen Moses, oh my goodness. These guys are going to be a big part of the story this year, I think.
Into our defense here, Fisher and the other LeBlanc.
Yeah,
and we'll see Hurt Young.
Great. Yeah. Fisher's playing well, and Jacob LeBlanc, he's got everything that we need in terms of that defensive mode.
Well, what is different about the defense that you've seen so far that maybe this club didn't have last year?
Well, I think one of the things that I see, at least in the games I've seen already this year, we're not collapsing on our goaltender and causing the screen.
Right.
We're playing further out to the boards and to the blue line, and we're keeping these teams at some distance.
We haven't seen a lot of chippy hockey in the corner stuff.
No, and
that we normally suck at.
And we're we're certainly much better in the corners, certainly more aggressive to the puck and getting to the puck first. So all those things are excellent and big improvements over previous
Passing
years,
being
seasons.
a key factor, of course, in the game anywhere, but it's something that has tremendously been improved.
I would say
so far what we've seen with this team.
I would say I agree with you 100%.
We're not hitting the skates and the toes.
No, we're not. We're hitting sticks and our sticks, which is even better.
Yeah, right.
So I think the passing, we've got some incredible playmakers out there. I mean, I think that's when you look at LeBlanc, Andrew LeBlanc, and our forwards, and even Zach Filak. These guys are playmakers. Tyson Doucette, again, another great guy. He sees these guys visualize the play, and they're hitting passes that are making a huge difference. I can't tell you how many beautiful, pretty goals I've seen out there so far this year.
We were just showing the fans that are coming in here, and you can see that Lambton College is here tonight.
Absolutely.
And that's going to be a huge part of bringing the numbers in here tonight, because Lambton College, they're up beside us. They even gave, I don't know, you see, they gave us some balloons. Woohoo! We're showing off their brand and everything, and of course the jerseys as well.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about the coaching, something that we've been doing more of, because they don't get talked about enough when they're 100%. Doing great things. I mean, Al Letang, wow, there's a resume and a half right there.
Yeah.
Actually, all of this coaching staff, the new additions, all of them, and at one time played for the Sarnia Sting. Is that an advantage for this team?
I think so. I mean, you're bringing experienced players. Yeah. Guys who have been through not just a Sting season, but sort of their previous junior experience, as well as some of them moved on to other things.
Right.
Some of them went to the big show, maybe not for very long, but they still.
Yeah, but
and
they
then
got there.
AHL, but they got there, and they have that experience about going through the program and all that sort of stuff. And I think that, if one of the real goals of this club is to develop these individuals, these guys, into real men and gracious citizens and all that sort of stuff. You know what? I mean, recruiting some of these guys was brilliant, but they also have great hockey knowledge. Mike Haley, and I mean, I love these guys.
Yeah.
They were great players when they were here, and to bring that sort of nostalgia back is also great. But I think these guys have a really good perspective on what it takes to win.
Behind the scenes as well, I always like to talk. Well, Mark Glavin,
for sure.
And looking after all the billet families in there too. I want to give credit to him for that.
Absolutely.
That's a ton of work. And Dylan Sika, I didn't see him yet tonight. I don't know if he's here, but last game, I little chat with him there, and just to recap on that, it was like, I'm like, so I don't mean, are you ready? He goes, oh, we're ready. He goes, in fact, these young fellas have been doing so much hard practice and detail, and they're almost sick of that, and like, come on, can we just play some hockey? And I think that's maybe part of what the hunger was when they come out to the home opener. He said they're just ready, and he goes, we're just going to unleash the hounds kind of thing.
Well, and if they can keep that kind of pace
there we
and stuff
go.
like that.
We got honey. There's honey. Come on in here, honey.
Come on here, honey. There you
go.
Honey. Woo-hoo.
Honey's here.
That's awesome.
That's all apart right there.
That's
yeah.
Awesome.
I mean,
if they can keep the pace up tonight, I think we're going to see a good game. Now, not to count Kitchener. Kitchener's still 2-0 already this season.
Yep, they are. They're coming off a good number.
And they're coming off a good number. They're going to want it. So let's not sell them short. But if we take that the kind of pace that we had in that Game 1 home opener,
I think one of the things I like, again, is they came out really strong in the first game. They were playing strong. I don't know what happened there. I felt like they were still they just couldn't be at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
But it was so close, right?
Yep.
And now if they can pick that up again and keep going, I think sometimes we go, when we're down, we go, oh, well, it's early.
Yeah.
You know what? If every game, every point
you
counts.
You got to come out and put
and
everything into it.
You get to the end of it, and you're tied for points. It's that one extra point you wish you'd have got that you didn't try harder enough for, right?
Absolutely.
So, and I think that is the philosophy, or part of the philosophy behind specifically Alan Letang as a coach, and all of the coaches. But, since Al Letang has come to this club, his philosophies have really impacted these young boys.
Yeah.
And he'll never take any credit for it, just so you know.
No, and I get that sense from him too. Yeah. So
I've
been really happy with Coach Letang's guidance.
Well,
of this club.
He'll be happy to know that Peckham approves.
Peckham approved. Baby.
I don't know if he watches.
That's a 2 thumbs up right now.
All right, we're about 9.5 minutes away from the Sarnia Sting taking the ice against the Kitchener Rangers. Strength in numbers is the hashtag, and please click the share button so other people can hear what do our opinions matter? I think so.
You know what? It's that one vote that matters,
it's that
baby.
That matters.
100%.
A few scratches tonight. There you go. Hoover, Hall, Wainwright not back.
No,
and
he's
Lane
going to be
Sim's
out for a little bit, I think.
I think Wainwright will be out for a bit. And Lane Sim,
that's unfortunate.
I won't say what I've heard rumors. Like he's hurt, right? But I'm not exactly 100% sure what it is. There's Billy Yurchuk already. All right, and of course, we will have post-game production conference here tonight in the restaurant. So if you're here and watching, we hope you'll come in and say hello to the players. They're happy to sign your autographs, etc. And while we're happy to have you watching us here, we'd love it if you were actually here. You can go to sarniasting.com to get your tickets and keep following my page. I've got 4 tickets to every home game that I'm going to be giving away to some people, so keep an eye out for a chance.
Well, there was a lot of action in the Sting Nation Facebook group as well. Recently, people giving away tickets, selling tickets, and all that.
They want to get
stuff,
people
so
here. Josh Boyce has made the announcement. Get the Sarnia Sting coming out. We're going to wrap up here. We'll be back here. I don't know if you're back or Lee's back or somebody's back.
Somebody can be back.
They might let me be back on my show. I don't know. They hijacked me last time. It's like, what have I done?
I only got 8 minutes now for pizza and 50-50 tickets.
We better, because you need pizza. Yeah, okay, 100%. We're going to let them go right now. Thanks, everybody, for watching. As always, with the Sarnia Sting, live from the concourse, I'm David Burrows, and this is my friend, Jay Peckham.
Go Sting, go!
Go Sting, go!